I looked through the minutes of the group that started this organization, and it was just interesting to look at how dedicated they were. And they spent a lot of time forming this organization and got it off to a really great start. Today, we're providing services to many, many more people with the same kind of dedication.
Thank you for calling SIRSS. How may I help you? How old is your son?
We have staff doing all kinds of different things, working with people of all different ages, and they are so committed.
The volunteers that I work with almost on a daily basis, they're the most outstanding, wonderful, giving people that I know in the community. They love children, they love our mission, they love what we do, and I feel so honored and thankful to get to know every one of our volunteers.
For years, I've dedicated myself to working with children, love children. And I have seen many not enjoy their childhood because of a parent or family member struggling with a dependency issue. Now, that child doesn't have a particular problem, but the problem of that family member has created a very miserable situation for that child. But when SIRSS comes into the life to help the dependent person, then the child blossoms. One person being saved by SIRSS helps increase the quality of life for multiple people. That's quite powerful.
It's not uncommon, and maybe that's the real message that I think needs to be conveyed. The services that SIRSS provides are pretty common. They're pretty common needs. Knowing people who, boy, looking back, if they had had some support like SIRSS provides, maybe their lives would be different.
I pretty much can guarantee that somebody can relate in some way to SIRSS, and knowing that lives all throughout the community are improved, which makes for a better community. We are all touched by SIRSS.
As long as they know my face and know that I'm bringing a positive message, and it's like, hey, the prevention guy's here, and that's always a good thing. I don't care. We try to focus on self-esteem, feeling good about yourself, making good decisions, and hopefully that's being driven home by teachers, other counselors, or other adults that's important in their lives. And the smiles that you get, the positive interaction with the kids, I just hope that is a signal that these kids are making good decisions.
There are a lot of rural communities that don't have mentoring programs because it's just too expensive to administer, and volunteers alone can't run a program like Big Brothers Big Sisters. We wouldn't have a program, a mentoring program for kids in Jackson Perry counties if it wasn't for the support and the expertise of the individuals within the organization of SIRSS.
So I work with one of the most difficult populations that we have. They're very chronically mentally ill. They have a lot of hospitalizations. They need a lot of assistance in the community. I always think about that movie, What About Bob? Baby steps, baby steps. I was thinking about that today. And that's what the population that I work with more than a lot of the people, that's what you have to look at. You have to look at baby steps. I'm a nurturer. It's kind of hard to explain. At the end of the day, most days I feel positive, but I do have days where I feel very frustrated. Just seems like nothing's gone right. A lot of people are having problems. But then usually there's a bright spot, because I'll pass by somebody and they'll give me a great big smile. And
SIRSS means that, well, there's people out there that actually care about people that are going through rough times in life. In a lot of ways, I've had anger problems that I could never control before. And it's like, since I've been with SIRSS and left and then came back, they've helped me out a lot with the anger problem. But since I came back this time, they're helping me out more with my independent living skills to get out there on my own and succeed in the world. They actually care, and they want people to be on the bright side of life instead of the dark side of life.
You know, even at 50 years, SIRSS is still young, new, and fortunate for us that I think it's right at the point where it can use its valuable experience and skills to really meet the challenges that we're facing.
Every day another person comes up with a mental illness or has a substance use disorder. That need is going to be there. With healthcare reform, I think that there's going to be more availability in the future. It's not quite here yet, but we're hoping that people can get the help they need to stay healthy, because people with mental illness on average die 25 years earlier than the rest of us, and that's not right.
I just hope that in the future that more people get involved in organizations like SIRSS, and specifically SIRSS, to help us build even a greater foundation over the next 50 years.
We need people like you to advocate for services, talk to your legislator. We need you to serve on boards. We need you to support us financially.
Because without SIRSS, our future is not nearly as bright.